Hey, thanks for checking out today's video. This is an impromptu video. I got a comment today asking me how many YETI ices or what YETI ice configuration I use for my YETI 15. Truth be told, actually I use this cooler because I waited essentially an entire year with the thought of if they come out with my baby blue color, which they haven't had in like 10 plus years, that would be the dream, and that's what I'm going to wait for, because this is kind of like my dream cooler. YETI 45 I think is the best cooler, and then from there I've just been waiting for a smaller, hard cooler that I can just fit over my shoulder and take anywhere. Boom, YETI 15's born, thank God. Not a big soft cooler person, I don't like the maintenance of them. Okay, that being said, how many beers can you fit in? Well, you can fit 2 rows of 5, and then you can stack, so that would be technically 20 beers if my math's right. But they say 22 on the website, but I think that's kind of nonsense. Honestly, the truth of it is, though, I think this is a 15 beer cooler, and I think that's plenty, maybe 15 beers in a sandwich or whatever you got. But let's jump into the actual nuts and bolts of why I'm making this video. I'm gonna grab my camera. Sorry, this is so impromptu. Okay, so we're starting with it. I have 2 2-pounders, 1 4-pounder, and I'm also moving and painting, so that's why everything's so chaotic around me. All right, let's jump into it, though. Obviously, you can put a 2-pounder on the ground, and you can put beer on top. That's great. That's an idea, at least. You can't put a 2-pounder this way. You can stack them this way. The problem is you can't stack them double because you can't close the lid. All right, so you can't stack them double. So essentially, for a 2-pounder configuration, you can put it here, you can put it down. If you have another one, you can put it over here. Maybe you can do some type of L-shaped thing. That's just an idea. I know that YETI.com says put these at the bottom, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? In terms of the 4-pounder, I actually like the 4-pounder in here a lot. Obviously, you can't lay it down. You can't put it this way, but you can just put it as like a wall, and then you can put the beer in from here. I think that's a decently good winning formula. That's probably the one I will choose, just depending on how much ice. For some reason these days, I've just been using solo cups, freezing solo cups, and then, dumping the ice out into these, the giant solo cup chunks and just throwing in there. And those seem to hold up pretty good when you have a YETI ice, and you're pretty much good to go, because guess what? I hate buying ice. Buy an expensive cooler, but I hate buying ice. So that's pretty much where I live. So once again, it's really up to you, but at least you now know the configuration by watching this video. Let's see if you can do all 4. I bet you could. Yeah, if you really want to get after it, that'd be one heavy-ass cooler, and you could probably only put in, 10 beers. But nonetheless, I think that would be pretty good if you had the opportunity and needed stuff to be really cold. You could go with the trifecta. All right, guys, thanks for checking out today's video. I'm going to flip this back around. Thanks for checking out today's video. Once again, very impromptu, but I figured, hey, why not? Nothing better than YETI content. All right, see you guys. Talk soon.